interesting that there was no real need for and no expression of perspective. Because if you look here, the figures are larger in the front and at the bottom. And as you go up towards the top, it appears that the heads get smaller, like the person up there.
Push it down. Push the cover down.
I'm guessing important crests of important families. At least during the phase when this facade was redone. But notice there, those two never got around to having theirs actually sculpted out. Or at least there apparently may have been no one. Set of front doors, but notice the pyramids in the back. As this the family would seem so. The adoration of the Magi by the three wise men. Annunciation, where an angel is telling Mary that she's about to become the mother of Christ, whether she likes it or not. And notice here, God. And here the dove, and notice that it's spraying, for lack of a better term, the essence of God's word onto Mary, whether she likes it or not. Seeming to allude to the animal that fed Romulus and his brother. And the 6 clover leaves, interesting, almost similar to the Medici family with 6 round pills. Ones on the left, the camel seems to allude maybe to the Crusades or perhaps trade that this family was involved in with Egypt. Seems a little bit far-fetched. Venice would have done that kind of thing, I think. And then the one on the right appears to be a graceful horse feeding, standing upright on its hind legs, feeding off a tree. North doors, or correction, the south doors, and I think these were created by Pisano, either Andrea or Nani Pisano. They were done before the 1400s, sometime in the transitionary period to the Renaissance, and lack any attempt at perspective that Ghiberti put in his panels. Picks one simple scene, one simple concept, one simple story. Stories that Ghiberti would have put into one panel. Stories mixed up. I think that Pisano was reflecting First Testament stories in history. North side, and these are the 28 panels that Ghiberti created after he won the contest against Brunelleschi in 1403. In the Bargello. These actually were originally facing the cathedral and the place of honor in the Baptistry, but then when Ghiberti created his second set of doors, these were moved over here, and the new doors were put in the place of honor on the east side facing the entrance to the cathedral. There's a hint of an attempt to at least get a three-dimensional sense out of it, although there where there's a perfect opportunity for perspective in those arches, there is none, because at this stage, and here's an even better opportunity, Ghiberti probably was not aware of the principles that Brunelleschi, the competitor he had beat out earlier, had developed. Donatello, who was the young friend who accompanied Brunelleschi to Rome and was perhaps his lover, it was from him that Ghiberti ultimately learned the perspective that Brunelleschi had mathematically defined and revived.